If you take hiking as your pastime activity, How do you prepare for it?
Well, the first thing I would do is pack all the essential items. You need to make sure you have enough water, snacks, a map or GPS, a first aid kit, and appropriate clothing. I always double check my backpack to ensure I have everything I might need for the hike. And of course, having good, sturdy hiking boots is a must. What about you? How do you prepare for hiking?
That sounds really thorough. For me, the first step is finding information about the weather and location. I always check the weather forecast to avoid any surprises like sudden rain or extreme temperatures. Knowing the terrain and trail conditions is crucial too. I read trail reviews and maps to get a sense of what to expect. Have you ever been caught off guard by the weather?
Oh yes. Once I went hiking and didn't expect a sudden drop in temperature. I ended up really cold because I didn't pack enough layers. That's why checking the weather is such good advice. Another thing I would do is start a hiking workout a few weeks before a big hike. It helps build stamina and strength. I usually go for long walks, do some strength training, and include uphill walking if I can. It makes a big difference. Do you do any specific workouts before hiking?
Definitely. Building stamina is so important. But another thing I prioritize is finding a hiking buddy. You know, a friend. Hiking with someone else is not only more fun, but it's also safer. We can help each other out if anything goes wrong. And it's always nice to have someone to share the experience with. Plus, it keeps me motivated. Have you ever hiked alone?
I have, but I do have to agree with you. Having a buddy is so much better. There's just something about sharing the beauty of nature with someone else that makes the experience richer. And for safety, it's a big plus. Sometimes, when I can't find a friend to join, I look for local hiking groups. Have you ever tried joining any hiking groups?
Yes, I've joined a few local hiking groups. It's a great way to meet new people who share the same interests and discover new trails that I might not have known about. Plus, more experienced hikers can give you tips and tricks. It's a win-win. And speaking of preparing, I also make sure to inform someone about my plans. I let a family member or friend know where I'll be hiking and my expected return times. It's a simple step, but it gets an extra layer of security. Have you ever had to use any of your emergency items for hiking?
Luckily, I haven't had any major emergencies yet, but I did once need my first aid kit when a friend of mine twisted her ankle. Having those supplies really helped us manage the situation until we could get back. Informing someone about your plans is such a smart idea actually. I need to get better at doing that consistently. It's always better to be safe than sorry, right? Your preparation tips are really solid. I might start incorporating some of them into my routine.
Thanks, and I'm definitely going to focus more on my pre-hiking workouts. Your tips are great too. It's all about making the experience as enjoyable and safe as possible. Happy hiking preparations!
Absolutely. Happy hiking to you too.